Loudoun is home to more than 30 wineries and tasting rooms and is located just 25 miles west of Washington, D.C., which is why we're known as D.C.'s wine country. Wine country is about more than wineries, though. It conveys a sense of place, which in Loudoun includes rich heritage, scenic beauty, and charming towns and villages. Loudoun is home to more wineries than any other county in Virginia, and our wine country is very approachable, mostly consisting of small boutique wineries where visitors can often interact directly with the winemakers and owners, learning more about the local wine industry and wine in general. To make touring the wineries easier, we've divided them into 5 clusters, and each of these clusters are perfect for touring for 1 day or more, and they also feature at least one of Loudoun's 9 destination restaurants, a restaurant that's so special it's worth the drive alone.
So we're Boston Winery, and we are relatively a new winery. We were established, well, the vineyard was in 2004, and we planted red Bordeaux varietals, and we make Bordeaux style blends at Boxwood here. And the concept is to make fine wines that express Virginia's terroirs. It's very distinct, and we got into the project because we saw the great potential of Virginia, and it seems that that's becoming more widely known that the Bloggers Conference is being held in Charlottesville. We're going to taste the Topiary and Boxwood 2008, which are commercially available now as well.
So this is what's called a cut and cover cave. So basically, we are actually in a subterranean room right now. There is no active heating or air conditioning in this room, so you can feel it's about 67 in here, and that's about as hot as it gets. And then in the wintertime, it goes down to the 50s. And the humidity stays fairly high, 60 to 65% on average, something up to 70. We used 100% French oak, and we only use French coopered French oak, which means that the barrels are, the oak is sourced in France, and then the barrels are constructed and then shipped as a barrel to the United States.
We do vertical tasting events here in the video by far. The tickets, as soon as we announce that we're having the event, the tickets they sell out so quickly because it's just such a fun wine, so unique, a little mysterious, in a way. And it pairs well with some really neat foods. It holds up to your wild game, duck, one of our favorites. Love to serve it with the duck.
This is Cab Sauv 2010 too. It has the same profile than the last one we just tasted. Big wine, good tannins. Yeah. Clean aromas, very spicy and fruity at the same time, and very well integrated with the alcohol, the oak. So we expect very good things of this wine too.
This is 100% whole cluster pressed Norton. This is the color of Norton juice. If you've never tasted Sarah's Patio Red, you've never really tasted anything like this one. Would you think that's accurate?
I think that's 100%.
This is kind of like Norton for Norton lovers. This is our chef Hump Astorga calls Norton in your face. So Norton has this, I liken it to a kind of clarity, that the flavor is clear. And this is Concord.
Oh, okay.
What you're having is Petit Manseng, dessert wine. It's fantastic, great variety. As Jen said, she's the one that petitioned the used to be the BATF, it's a TTB, to actually be able to make this as a varietal wine in the United States. And you're going to see this variety quite a lot in Virginia. There's a lot of wineries that make Petit Mansengs. They make them in several different styles. Most of them will be in this dessert style, but they're also dry wines made with it too. It's very just a delicious, it makes a delicious dessert wine.
Charval is the first wine we're tasting. You should have the notes for each one. This is from the 2009 vintage, which was a fairly cool vintage for us. So there's a couple 2009 wines you can be tasting. And we tend to, 2009, have a lot more preserved acidity. The night times, particularly in the fall, were a lot cooler. That really helped that acidity stay fresh. Charval is our eclectic, fun white blend. It's a blend of several different vineyards. Loudoun has so many different terroirs just within this county. And you have, where you're going to next, Bro, you have more influence from the Blue Ridge Mountains. As you get into Middleburg, it's more plains and rolling hills. It's sort of the Piedmont area going towards the Blue Ridge. Here, we're influenced by the river. There's really only 4 wineries within the area that we would sit that, if you look at one of the Loudoun guides, called the Potomac Cluster. There's also 2 other vineyards that I know of that are here. One's going to be starting as winery. One is the main vineyard for HA's North as well. And I do always have to give him a plug if you get a chance to try HA's North wine. If you're going to Monticello, he will be there as well. Ben Renshaw, who owns HA's North, is also our vineyard manager, so I have a bit of a bias there. What we decided to do in 2009 was each of us put 2 of our barrels, our favorite barrels, into this blend. So this is a blend of Tarara's version of Tranquility, HA's North, and Hidden Croft all together. It's 2 barrels of each of our wines put together to make 3 2-1 cellars. It's 3 winemakers, 2 grape varieties, 1 vineyard. Tranquility.
Shocks, I won't have pretty much everything I've got. But if there's one thing I've learned after all this road, it's that you don't know as much as you